Hey guys, Fets here from 11 Bravo Gaming with a new episode of Shoot and Move Communicate. Now I have not done one of these in quite a while, but I really wanted to bring it back, get it ready for Battlefield 4. If you're new to this, I kind of take a game and break it down with a mix of live commentary or in-game audio. Quite a bit of me talking about what's going on in the game. And I dropped down these banners that I showed you at the beginning. 3 different banners to represent 3 very significant different aspects of a first-person shooter. Shooting, movement, communication. These are foundational aspects of military action and what you learn in the military. So a lot of it, though, applies directly to video games. What you see here is I pulled down the movement banner, for example, because I make a really nice flank from Bravo. I hide behind Bravo, push up, no one spots me, and I get right up behind the enemy tank. Now the server does fill up quite a bit, but I should let you know we're playing on a friend server. This is the Kilo Yankee server. You actually notice Krupp's on the other team, and I get a kill on him there, and that's the last time, because this is going to be a little bit of a departure from my previous Shoot Move Communicates. In those I typically take really strong gameplay, and I pull down the shoot banner because I make a nice bounce shot off of that pole, and that's a good use of the splash damage there. But this gameplay is a little different from the normal really strong gameplays where everything goes really well. This is the anatomy of a loss, basically. I've seen that title used before, but for a lack of a better title, that's a really good description of what I'm going to try to illustrate in this video. This starts out pretty good. I make this nice flank, everything's going well. I'm pulling down green Shoot Move Communicate banners for you right now, but pretty quickly I'm going to start pulling down some red ones, and what that means is those are times where I didn't shoot, move, or communicate very well at all, and it leads to disaster in the game. And then as the game goes on, we're going to be able to look at exactly why our team starts losing. This game illustrates it really well. So here I make a nice movement across the map to Alpha. Now I know the player count's a little lower right now in this game, so I can get away with those kinds of movements. I can get through Bravo pretty easily, but our team completely fails to communicate right there. I didn't pull up the in-game audio, but I did drop down that red banner because at that point the gunner wasn't taking care of the infantry. I don't know what he was really focusing on. We had another infantry with us. We shouldn't have died in that situation, but a total lack of communication broke down right there. And that resulted in us getting taken out by their team pretty easily. We did trade out for the LAV, but I would have liked to have stayed alive in that situation. Okay, now let me cut to the in-game audio. I want to hear you to hear some of our communication that actually is going pretty well at this point in the game.
God, he shot me in a long ways over.
Where's the tank at?
Bravo now.
Alright.
Hear him. Worked. Cheers.
Okay, so what happened is we call out the enemy tank and its location on the map very effectively. Actually, I don't think you heard it, but I get the intel that Krupp's in the tank, which is significant because Krupp is a terrific tank driver. You have to approach him in a tank completely differently than you would some random person. Where I fail, and I drop down that red communication banner, is I don't call out that he is wrapping around Alpha. I see it, and I think I can take care of it. You see me make that move there. He got around quicker than I anticipated, gets some shots, forces me to start backing up into the mines where no one had spotted. That's a failure in communication in its own right. But not every mine's going to be spotted. That's not a big deal. It was a good move by him. He got there much quicker than I expected. Here is where you start to see the breakdown happen, though. This is a lack of movement. We're sitting in the spawn. Now, I'm waiting on the tank. I recognize that we're in a spawn trap, and the only way that we're going to get out of this spawn trap is with some armor. But I want to cut back to the in-game audio to illustrate.
Enemy now control all objectives.
Pushing this Abrams, Charlie.
Yep.
Never mind.
You two just stay alive. I was.
Okay, so I hope you recognize the complete lack of communication happening. I was trying to communicate a little bit. I said I'm going to push to Charlie. I make a pretty disciplined decision here to ignore Bravo and to try to split up their defense. I see that we're on Alpha. I want to fight and get to Charlie and kind of divide their team up if I can using this force multiplier, the main battle tank. But we have a total lack of communication. What I just let you hear is still happening in the game. There's no callouts. No one's saying I'm going to Bravo, I'm going to Alpha. No one's saying that I got the Abrams here. Now I actually mention, and you're not going to hear it here, but I say I know the main battle tank's at Alpha trying to spawn camp us or shooting us as we come out of the spawn. You know, it's what they have to do. But no one calls it out. No one spots it. They cross the entire map to come up behind me. You saw me rotate my tank back towards them before they got there because I anticipated that. I knew they were going to be coming, and I was telling the team, you know, the tank's at Alpha, keep an eye out for it. No one called that out. That was very frustrating in game for me. I thought someone should have seen that tank coming across the map, and I should have had more warning that it was coming. So that was a frustrating moment. That's what starts to happen when you get behind in a game like this. Your communication is the first thing to break down. Everyone kind of gets real quiet and they start just kind of being introverted and playing their own game. But you know, not all is lost. We are on Bravo. I leave the guys there and I kind of make a push over here by myself. I get a little bit of help. A little bit of an aim fail here. I should probably put up a red shoot banner there, but I didn't. It was pretty bad, but I survived. Now we got some guys on Alpha. We're capturing Bravo. We're capturing Alpha. We're pretty big in the whole ticket-wise, but that's okay. We can make a good comeback here. This is a good map that you can, you know, take control of and you can fight back. But as I go down on Alpha, I see Bravo is solid red. Things are not looking good. I spawn in a tank here with Vendetta, one of the Kilo Yankee guys. Now here's what starts happening. Our team is quitting out. This is the anatomy of a loss. Things start to snowball on you. I'm putting up the red move banner because I even mentioned in game, this is a terrible place to stop on this map when you're spawn trapped. He stops there and starts shooting, and he actually gets going because I said something, I think. But he was just trying to put some shots on the enemy. I understand what he's doing, but you don't want to stop coming out of your spawn like that. You're a sitting duck. They know exactly where you are. And now the frustration mounts even more. I make a terrible spawn decision there. I spawn and I rush out. I spawn on him again. They know exactly where he is. What was I thinking? I wasn't going to fight my way out of that position. Those are the bad decisions that you start to see as the game unravels. Now our LAV is just sitting in our spawn. And quickly the snowball is giant and massive and rolling down the hill fast. And our tickets are gone and we have been demolished. We went from winning at the beginning to a very competitive middle game. And as the loss started to present itself, you see people quit, people stop communicating, and the loss just snowballs, and we end up with a pretty good beatdown at the end there by those guys. But they were all great players. There's no shame in that loss. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and looking forward to Battlefield 4, guys, for 11 Bravo Gaming. This is Fetz, and I'm out.